Man, I had a flow. Drip that's water, call that boss. You try my squad and they gon' be in cost. You better be prepared to take a loss. I left my enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. No it ain't sauce, no it ain't sauce. Yeah, enemies dripping, but it ain't sauce. It ain't sauce, it ain't sauce.
Hello people, it's your boy Archer Smitty and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I got Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League Insider Episode 2. Now, it's been a lot these past couple of days with Insomniac getting hacked and Rocksteady getting hacked. I actually was going to make a video on it, but then I decided not to do it because I didn't really... It was a lot I could have covered there about, in my opinion. I'm gonna just give you like a quick brief, especially since this is part of it. It's crazy. Leakers are terrible. Yes, it's cool that they're showing us some stuff early, but when they start leaking information about stuff, it's just ridiculous, and this needs to stop. But that don't mean I need them to start leak. I personally don't like when they just fully start leaking like important plot points and stuff, because then it just ruins the game, and then it's not going to be as shocking when I see it actually do play it, watch a movie, or see it. So, yeah. As for, to just stick with the Suicide Squad topic, I am part of the wave where it's like I'm a little upset about what they're doing with Batman and how he's just going to get killed off, and all the legacy that he's left behind before that. And Arkham Knight is kind of like meaningless now because of what happens. Almost kind of like how Anakin's story is pointless now because of how the sequels did it. Yeah, I'm a part of that. I don't like what they're doing, but there is something funny. I've been hearing a lot of stuff that maybe there's a possibility. Because here's the thing that we all haven't got leaked, or, well, this is what I haven't got leaked or spoiled on. We don't know how the game begins, and we don't know how the game ends. So, and those are two important factors as to what's going to happen with this universe and how either it's going to be a reset. I think they're going to just kill off everyone just so they can reset the Arkhamverse and start from scratch. Or they're going to try and make more games with this universe, and I wouldn't know how they would do that. But yeah, those are two important parts. Those are two important parts, the beginning and end. But when it comes to Batman's part, I've been hearing that it's not actually him, it's a different variation of Batman. It's someone else playing Batman. It's another version of Batman. Or I've been going with this theory that maybe, and hopefully this is true, possibly it's Brainiac has cloned the Justice League, and the Suicide Squad are killing like the clones. They're not actually killing the Justice League, which I hope that is true. I hope my theory is right, even though I don't think it is, and they might become Justice League. But I'm praying and hoping that is correct. But we're not going to talk anymore. I am upset. A little upset if they actually are planning on killing the Justice League, especially since this is the first and only interpretations of the Justice League, especially Superman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman. And they're going to somewhat disrespect Batman, even though I can't get so mad because they're living up to the title, but they're living up to the title of killing the Justice League, but it's also like we never actually thought they would do it. So let's see without further ado, we're going to see what episode 2 brings us. So we will start this video in 3, 2, 1.
All the fun is right.
I don't even want to read the comments on
Hello,
this video.
I'm Axel Rydby, game director here at Rocksteadystudios.
I'm Tarastrong, studio director at Rocksteadystudios.
We're so excited to welcome you all to episode 2 of our ongoing series, Suicide Squad Insider. In our last episode, we gave you a look at our combat system that combines story, powerful traversal abilities, iconic melee attacks, and explosive gunplay to offer.
The funny thing is, they didn't show us any actual iconic melee attacks. So I'm trying to figure out what melee attacks you're talking about, because I didn't see any melee attacks, but maybe I'm tripping.
For something truly unique.
Hello, beautiful.
We wanted
I see
to
like
challenge
combos, like how in Spider-Man when you press what is it, triangle and circle, and then it does like a combo. That's what I see, but I don't see like actual like melee combat.
ourselves. We wanted to expand and really push ourselves in terms of
I
making
feel like the
something
boss
new
fights
and
are
fresh.
awesome.
Light him up.
When first introduced, the free-flow combat of Batman Arkham Asylum broke new ground and set a standard that is still popular today. In that spirit, the Rocksteady team decided to delve into new mechanics.
If you're playing solo, you have the power to make combat in our game unique to you while making your way through our story campaign. If you decide to play co-op with friends, you can each become an expert with your playstyle and customize builds, creating a powerful squad unlike any other.
Each person can offer a different benefit to the play experience.
We're super excited to see those sort of team play synergistic effects happen.
You want a high five?
It looks like Harley
In
has
the Suicide
combat,
Squad,
but
the
they're just not
world, the
showing it.
narrative, all our features evolve
doesn't,
through the
right?
lens of DC lore.
Fans for the DC universe
true.
are going to be really excited for this. Not only are we bringing characters back that we've used in the Arkham series, but we're introducing new ones.
You can call me Colonel Rick Flag.
Rick
We want
Flag
players
is in
to
the
feel
game.
like they
Oh,
explored
God.
the DC universe with us, not just through the story, but also through the mechanics.
Ah, no lasso? You gotta be kidding me.
In this episode, we'll meet some of the iconic DC characters who will be helping our anti-heroes to take on their impossible mission.
Through conversations with our team, our voice cast, and our playtesters, along with extended gameplay, we'll give you a preview of some of the amazing new possibilities we're excited about with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, which superheroes did you say you were again?
This is Suicide Squad Insider, Episode 2.
Dang, that was a long-ass introduction.
The RPG systems are the connective tissue inside of the game. Things like weapon customization, talent customization, things that really let players get into how they want their character to play.
Advanced combat designer. You're doing a great job, buddy. You're doing a great job. We definitely wanted this.
Let's begin.
We built this game with near limitless strategic and personal options.
Players,
I can't lie though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still gonna pre-order this game. I'm gonna pre-order the Digital Deluxe, and I'm still gonna play it to the max until it hopefully it doesn't get like Avengers, but I'm gonna play it until it can be played no more. And they have an offline mode, so.
craft their own character within a character.
And sorry, this is the last time I'll pause it. For those that don't want to play this, don't think the game's gonna be good, or don't want to play it just because, just don't buy the game. Don't support it. And do basically how I do. I act as if just like with Star Wars, I act as if episodes 8 and 9 don't exist. And my saga ends after 7. So just don't play this, or just pretend it doesn't exist, or it's a separate universe.
Everyone can pick not only their favorite, but really make a character that's their own.
There's really high skill ceiling mechanics in this game where, as you learn to traverse, as you learn to combine your character's abilities more and more, you become better, your character becomes stronger, and in the story of the game, you're taking on stronger and stronger
The content
threats.
looks like
We
the
have this
gunplay looks good.
perspective of always tying back to the narrative and always giving context around the mechanics. With the DC world out there, it just gave us unlimited potential.
With the Arkham games, you could modify some elements of Batman himself. But we knew early on, going with an action shooter was an opportunity to go down a new path and try out new mechanics with a new type of
Sorry, I said I wasn't opposing, but you see, like, look at this.
shooter was an opportunity to go down a new path and try out new mechanics.
You see how they just show like a little snippet of what King Shark can do, but they're not actually showing like full like. So I'm just like, are they just? Is it like they don't actually have combat, or is it just they're not trying to show it until we get it and play it?
Mechanics with a new type of game.
Someone's been busy. How'd you have time to make all this?
In our last episode, we showed the Suicide Squad recruiting the Penguin for Argus.
Okay, Waller. We bagged Penguin.
He goes back to the Hall of Justice to start helping the squad out.
I'm taking authority.
Since we last showed you the Justice League's HQ, it's had a makeover from Amanda Waller and her team, and it's now the forward operating base for Argus's fight against Brainiac.
So when considering gameplay, we knew we needed an arms dealer.
You need a good gun.
For us, it's been great to bring Penguin back from the Arkham days. We love working with this character.
What he gives you is lots of options for upgrading individual weapons, crafting. It feels like you're actually interacting with Penguin when you're crafting these items. And that's really where Penguin as a character comes to life in the game.
You get to build them up, creating some really unique combinations, and you can play the game in a way that's unique to you. We have weapons based on different manufacturers.
Star Labs, we have Amertech, we have LexCorp, we have DCPD, and they all come with different flavors.
And it's just like
Lex is very scientific, man, right? The guns are very scientific in nature. They have very specific recoil patterns and spread patterns, almost like they are calculated. Then we have Amertech, which is more improvised weaponry, really fast fire rates, high ammo capacity, but it kicks like a donkey.
And once you unlock those manufacturers, you can go to Penguin and ask him to sort of craft specific weapons in those manufacturers.
Different guns will play with different styles. Maybe you've got a Deadshot focused on critical hits, on headshots. That might mean that you want to favor a legendary gun
Headshot
which
doesn't even
works
seem
with
unique
that
anymore
playstyle.
because
Nice.
everyone can use it.
Penguin is only one member of what we call the support squad.
Toot toot, scumbags!
There are various
Is that what you call it
supervillains
from the
that
Teen
the
Titans
squad
and
have
Gizmo?
begged, stolen, or borrowed from.
I think that's right.
For players who just want to play through the story, they'll get the full arsenal to be able to take on the Justice League. But for players who really want to sort of maximize their characters, the support squad missions unlock really cool features.
Our designers have put a lot of effort into making sure that when you play the game, you can have a very different experience from someone else.
Let's meet the rest of the support squad. Here we can see the scientist Gizmo, who has set up shop in the basement of the Hall of Justice.
You're perfect.
We know.
His primary contribution to the squad is the sort of airdropped vehicles that you can use for combat.
Ooh!
You're getting into this flying vehicle with rockets and a turret and sort of blow shit up.
Okay. You
And
can't.
the
Okay.
havoc you can
I'm
create
sorry.
is...
I keep contradicting myself. But whatever. I can't even lie. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. We're gonna get cool traversal, and we're gonna get Harley Quinn's cool traversal with the grappling hook, jetpack. King Shark can basically fly, and then Captain Boomerang has super speed, and then you get like a flying car like the Deluxo. Like some of us, we gotta admit, like some stuff is cool. We can't just be full hating on the gameplay. Like
outstanding. Each character from the DC universe offers the
Like,
player
it's a little
a different way of interacting
little
with the game.
I've been trying on the name Toyman.
More like Annoy Man. Am I right?
Toyman is one character that helps you actually figure out ways of defeating the Justice League.
He's a tech boy genius who wants nothing more than to help save Metropolis. He can't quite come to terms with the fact that his heroes are now the villains.
Kenji Stop is my middle name.
You can unlock more and more things you can do with Toyman to enhance your gear.
If you want to really perfect your gear to really suit how you like to play the game, Toyman's the character to talk to.
I'm Hack.
Hack is this sort of electronic astral projection.
Anything that has electricity, Hack can manifest through.
By working with Hack and increasing your talent points over the course of the game, you can unlock a whole myriad of different abilities.
For example, with Harley, you can increase her grenade damage.
Thank you!
Alongside the talent tree, we have what we call the combat combo system.
why do they
As
just
you're
show, like,
doing these more
one
intricate
specific
moves, you build up your
melee?
combo faster, and the higher that combo is, the more talents you activate.
Oh, this tough love!
Hack also uses her abilities to literally hack Brainiac's comms, so you get to listen in on what the Justice League is talking about, and you also get to hear their sort of corrupted personalities and how different they are from the heroes you once knew.
We have complete control, Brainiac.
Now let's talk about one more member of our support squad. Another infamous DC villain that Director Waller once recruited.
Ooh, Warner spoilers, story spoilers ahead.
At this point in the game, the squad has discovered evidence that Poison Ivy may be alive.
Ivy? Poison Ivy? Dead Poison Ivy after Scarecrow gave Gotham a crop dusting.
For fans who paid close attention to Arkham Knight, they will remember that when...
I don't know if I should be happy or mad about this, because you're kind of basic. You're basically now you're kind of taking away the sacrifice that Poison Ivy did in Arkham Knight just a little bit. But I'm happy she's getting brought back. But it's like you're kind of taking away that sacrifice, that whole sacrifice that she did to get rid of the fear toxin. But okay.
Poison Ivy died. She left behind a little sprout.
I got a real strong hunch she ain't pushing up daisies no more.
And in this game, you discover that that sproutling has been cared for by some people who may have had their own motivations for doing so. But in the chaos of Metropolis, she's escaped.
I'm gonna go back and
find her.
And you tell me where that's.
Bring her to me for questioning.
Using special technology they've acquired, the Suicide Squad is tracking Ivy down.
Ivy's in the city. This tracker will lead you to her.
Unless y'all want to end up a poorly plated spring mix, you better put me in charge and let me talk to Ives first.
So in playing solo, players can switch between any of the characters. You'll get to experience all the different play styles across all of the different missions.
And here we go!
Harley just looks so fun. Like, Harley just looks...
So here she is. Thought she'd be taller.
Are you serious right now? Poison Ivy is a redhead. This is a plant. You might be the dumbest.
Harley, I can't. I remember that from Arkham Knight. No way. There's no way. Where's Scarecrow? That's the real question.
There's my...
What the? What the hell y'all do to Ivy?
She is not made of meat. Is this what you call a vegetarian option?
I don't know you, but my pheromones remember you. Strange emotions.
Tell me about it. Wasn't expecting you to come in fun size.
What the hell y'all do to Ivy?
You really don't know me? Harley and Ivy forever? In 10-story burning letters?
Can we get like a callback to like Arkham Asylum in the game?
Nope. Jeez. LexCorp really did a number on you, huh, Red? He dressed you up in that outfit too?
No. I took it. When I broke out. He shut me in a room in his tower.
God, they made Poison
If I worked on the things he wanted, I got a whole hour of sunlight every day.
What did he want?
Weapons, making them more effective against the alien invaders. You know, they're very susceptible to plant toxins. And I know all about plant toxins.
We know. That's why they call you Poison Ivy.
It's just Ivy, weirdo.
Where's Lex now?
I don't know. Something spooked him, I guess. He got in his big robot suit and stomped off.
Ooh, I know that look. Who you murdering?
The corrupted things that are coming.
Why did they spoil this?
All of them. They're poisoning the earth with their gross bodies. So I lured them here.
The wrath of nature. I like it.
Oh, this is my friend Daphne. We'll make all the aliens choke to death on spores. You make sure Daphne doesn't die, or you're next.
Waller, be advised Lex is AWOL in a power suit, and Ivy's an eco-terrorist middle schooler.
Poison Ivy,
dead shot out.
Kid.
How'd we end up hugging a giant plant?
Oh, goody.
I have allergies. Anyone care? Ah!
Here's a brief look at the mission that follows your first encounter with Ivy. You'll see a variety of custom builds and loadouts that draw on the power of DC buildings.
Buildings?
Ivy's plans need protection.
Outside stuff.
Split up your squad to attack from different directions.
Our asses won't get kicked just standing here. Now go defend!
Combat in this game revolves around 3 core pillars: traversal, gunplay, and melee. Someone like Deadshot can take a vantage point.
Okay.
Can provide cover fire.
Okay, Deadshot is cool. Did that.
You can find wild ways to upgrade your melee attacks. With the Great Suspender, a single boomerang can launch several enemies off the ground.
I can't lie about that either. Like, they look cool. They should.
A job worth doing right.
Really, like I want to know if I can like.
Harley's gun is from the Bane's Rage set.
I already forget the counter. Like
Landing a critical hit spawns a power-up that can infuse other weapons like grenades with Bane's Rage, making them more powerful.
Get the invaders off Daphne!
Because they plan on adding other characters. What characters are they going to add? Because if you
King
add
Shark's
Deathstroke,
loadout here
I'm not
includes Black
using
Mask's
that
Bulletstorm
guns.
and the Heatwave's Molten Shield to synergize. He has triggered the Bulletstorm effect, which means that he's now immune from damage thanks to the Heatwave's Molten Shield, making this a perfect opportunity to get in close.
So actual melee combat if you have it, please.
Savor it.
This mission is where we introduce afflictions, elemental attacks from Ivy's plants that draw on the powers of different DC villains. Use an affliction to freeze your enemies before you deliver an explosive finale.
Task Force X, report. Have you secured Ivy?
Yeah, kind of a funny story.
Although she doesn't remember her old life, Ivy is still a deadly expert with toxins, and she can offer your builds an interesting new feature, afflictions.
The results are
You brought Ivy
so
back.
neat.
Why don't you just make her?
When you manage to recruit her, she comes back to the Hall of Justice as kind of like a loose cannon, precocious toddler who also has terrifying genetic engineering powers.
Then we introduce the concept of afflictions. Players can apply these afflictions to their melee weapons, their grenades, so they can mix and match different things for the encounter.
And each affliction ties back to a DC character.
So we have 4 afflictions. Diablo Blaze sets people on fire, burns them over time. But you can't shield harvest them. We have Deep Freeze, freezes people. You can shatter them with your guns, but they are pretty resistant to melee damage. They won't drop ammo when they die.
At any point, you can have up to 2 different elemental afflictions, then add in the 3 other players. So what you've got there is lots of different ways to engage with enemies.
Your fight is far from over.
So at Rocksteady, what we sort of pride ourselves on is investigating how players play. Do they get the language that we're trying to create? We had an amazing opportunity to get a group of proper gamers from the community involved in the development process pretty early.
Some of the characters, the mission types during the story, I'd definitely say this has got a Rocksteady stamp on it.
The experience of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is really fluid, really smooth, and it feels really polished. It's chaos, but in a good way.
I would be the judge of
It's
that.
very fast and very momentum based. And I think there's a lot of those
I'm gonna
qualities
actually
to
do a
it.
legit like
No
review
other
of it.
game that
I'm
makes
not
you
gonna be
feel
biased.
so free and powerful.
Hate on it
You
because
also
they don't
have
like
this
what's going
deep
on in the story.
building of your character with a more superhero twist. For example, I kind of gravitated towards Dead Shark because I'm a big fan of shooting guns and big crit builds. You can use the juggling mechanic to get 100% crit chance, and then from there, do big damage.
The knowledge that we gained, seeing players explore the mechanics, it gave us like a little taste of what it's going to be like when we got like a bigger community to share the game with.
Now listen, how about a team up?
When the studio made the Arkham series, we were very much focused on single character, single perspective. And with this game, we saw that opportunity to get the community more involved.
For us, it was about expanding and enhancing into something
Was it?
new and different.
Why didn't you do that
and
with the
we
Justice
wanted
League?
this
Why
experience
did
to
you
be
do
shared
that
with
with
more than just one person.
One of the coolest experiences in the game is when you're playing with friends and each character can tackle the problems that you're facing together differently.
You are learning how to overcome challenges together.
All these characters are geared up to be able to complement each other.
Because each of them is moving differently, sometimes another character might come in from a direction you don't expect. You can create unintentional cinematic moments with your friends.
That is cool. I can't lie.
When you really are in
That's a
sync
lot
with
of
your
cool
squad,
moments.
it's such a special feeling, and I think something I haven't experienced in any other game.
Multiplayer is new for the studio, but it's super exciting.
Let's see this. Chapter selects. I'm ready. Matchmaking. So what is this? Like, is this how you like? If you want to invite a friend and join?
Because we get to see Rocksteady hallmarks of story-driven game, but from multiple perspectives.
So my other question would be, is this going to be like Avengers where you can possibly play as the same character, or everyone has to be that one specific character?
And getting to share that with your friends is pretty unique.
We hope you enjoyed episode 2 of Suicide Squad Insider.
Phew, I need a smoke.
I need more therapy.
In our next episode, we'll take a look at what you can expect from our game after launch.
This is the biggest cinematic experience that Rocksteady has ever created, with more hours of cinematic cutscenes than ever before. But I think we leave the setting of our story open enough that for post-launch content, players will be excited to come back and find out what we're going to do next.
You, want to talk about it?
Know what, Quinn? I do.
I don't think players are ready for the new playable characters they're going to get, or even the places they're going to get to take them.
This game is much bigger than the world of the Suicide Squad. Rocksteady.
Okay, I'm hearing a lot of the same stuff that Avengers pitched about playable characters and new content. Hopefully this lives up, regardless of what's going on. But for all the hate that's going on, this game might just. But guess we'll see.
Will continue to build on the story.
We're delivering you a full game, but for those that want to go further, we're going to have lots of new updates that are free to our players, and we really want to engage with our community to give them new experiences regularly.
At the end of the game, everyone goes, wow, this was a hell of a ride.
Oh, it's going to be one hell of a ride, for sure.
Let's play again.
Okay. Well, that was episode 2. I don't know how many episodes they plan on doing after this. I'm assuming it's going to be like 5, because we're almost at the end of December, and then it's about to be January, and then you only gonna have like a couple weeks. But yeah, they had a lot of important details. Poison Ivy's back. Wow. I'm lost for words. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.